Hello there guys, and welcome to Minecraft 1.6 with me, RoboticLizard. Now, there hasn't been a snapshot video from me for quite some time, partially because I've had exams and I've taken a break from all videos for that, and also partially because there hasn't been much added in each snapshot recently. But now that 1.6 is coming out on the 1st of July, I think it's about time to review the entire update. So this is the 1.6 update, pre-release that is, for now. You can get this by going to mojang.com and there will be a link in the description for that. Otherwise there'll be information in the regular launcher about the new one they're using when the full release is made available. So the main part of this update is of course horses. It is titled the horse update, so we have horses and donkeys. These come in a wide variety of designs and colours, including this light brown you see here, a kind of dark brown, there's black, white, grey, and then you've got donkeys and mules as well. And the first thing with these is to tame them. You have to ride on their backs every so often, they'll knock you off. And you just have to keep trying this until there you may have seen a little bit some hearts come out of it, similar to when you tame a wolf or ocelot. So now that you've done that, you can either right click to get on and left shift to dismount, or hold shift and right click to access its inventory, or while you're on it just press E or whatever your inventory key is, and you can fly saddles and ride it around wherever you want. And then this little meter you see along the bottom here, yes, its head shakes when I do that. This little meter is the jump, so you hold down this jump button, spacebar, and the further up you go, the higher the jump will be. So you can see very small jump and then massive jump if you go up there. If I just quickly go into survival, yes, then you can see that this one has 11 hearts here, so this is the horse's health. If you were to, say, fall off somewhere and hurt it, then it would regenerate. I think it's about the same, or it might be a bit slower than in non-peaceful survival. I'm going to have to do the same thing with this donkey to show you something else. I'm very close to singing a parody of... oh, never mind. I was going to say, let me entertain you with tame. Anyway, so you can apply saddle, and with these mules you can also... hang on. No. Yeah, if you hold shift and right... is it? No, if you just right click on it, you can give it a chest, so you can have inventory space up here. And then you can put items in there as you please. So let's get off there. Yeah, this one has a lot of health, 14 hearts, so that could be useful. So these spawn out in the wild. You'll find them in groups of ones with the same colour and then different patterns. So you've got this kind of thing here, there's plain ones, there's one with dots, there's one with stripes, and there's just a wide variety of horses available, so keep an eye out for them. I think they only spawn in plains biomes, but I'm not sure. Next up we have the hay bale, which is crafted as you'd expect, similar to other ore blocks, just 9 pieces of wheat in the crafting table. So you can see that they don't really do much, I think they're more decorative. But something else to do with horses is armour. Now you can see that there's different types of armor here. These used to have a crafting recipe, and they don't anymore. So if I put this on here, like so, you can see there's the iron, there's gold, if you'll turn around, and here's diamond. So these can only be found in dungeon chests, so keep an eye out for those. Also only available in dungeon chests is the name tag. Now what this lets you do is rename any mob you want. So if I were to get an anvil, which I have nicely over here, and I /XP, say, we'll just go 50 levels. Me. And if we put this in here and we name it, I don't know, think of a name. Let's call it Gavin. I don't know why, it's just a cool name. So if you go up to any animal, any mob, you can, well, any living animal, you can right click on it and it'll have its name. And so it's similar to when you rename a mob out, but this lets you do it in survival. So you can hop on and the name disappears while you're riding it, just so that it doesn't get in the way. Something else is you can see that these are tied up to this fence post with a lead. Did that fell off? Yes, here it is. So this allows you to take hold of any mob and attach it. Sorry about that, it froze. And attach it to a fence post, and these are craftable. You just take 4 string and a slime ball like this and you will get 2. So moving on here, we have a bunch of carpets. Now these are purely aesthetic, they don't do anything like snow where you can place them on top of the other. If I just take this brown one for example and place it on top of this, you can see that they have to have a block underneath them first of all. So you can see that when I broke this one here, this one popped off as well. So these are available in all 16 colours of wool, and you just take 2 in the shape of a pressure plate and you'll make this. Next up we have respiration helmets. So if you enchant a helmet with respiration and then go underwater, you will actually be able to see a lot better. So I've found a water pool over here and I dug it out quite a lot. So if we just drop down here, sorry Sky Army fans, I'll kill these later. So if I right click to put this on, you can see that it got quite a bit brighter and I can see a lot more clearly, and I'd better get out of here before I drown, although it's not likely because after all it is a respiration helmet. So let's run back over here. Oh, I've just remembered something about the lead. It can hold animals up against gravity, so pigs can fly, which could be useful for some stuff. They do seem to bounce around a lot. It's just a bit crazy. But if you hold them up there for too long, like more than a few seconds, when it falls it will die, even if it falls 1 block down. So just, you know, be careful with that. Next up we have Hardened Clay. Now this is created by taking a block of clay in a furnace. So when you mine clay you get little balls of clay. Put those in a 2x2 square and you'll get a block of clay. Put that in a furnace and you'll get a block of hardened clay. And so this has a few uses. It's aesthetic and it can also be dyed. So you just take 8 hardened clay around whichever dye you want and you'll get 8 stained clay of whatever colour the dye corresponds to. So you can see here, again, all 16 colours are available. There's been a coal block added, which has returned from Minecraft 2.0, which was of course an April Fool's joke. You take 9 coal in a square and it makes this, similar to other ore blocks and the hay bale. This only works with coal, not charcoal, although charcoal does have a new texture, so you can see it's a bit more derpy, I suppose. Yeah. Also, lapis lazuli block has a new texture, and personally this could very well be my new favourite texture in the game. I'm going to be using this a lot for building from now on, because it's such an easy resource to get. There's quite a bit of it and you get loads when you mine it, so yeah, I'm going to be using this kind of stuff. And now moving on to some commands and stuff. There are two new effects in the game, Health Boost, which is ID 21, and Absorption, which is ID 22. 20 was Wither and was in 1.4. So Health Boost, if I do this, you can see that you do get 2 extra hearts, and these are empty by default, but then they will regenerate in just naturally. And it does appear like you take a bit of damage when the effects run out and you lose the rest of your health. So I'm going to see how that affects when you are falling. Maybe not. I don't know whether it affects, like, gives you a knockback effect. And Absorption is a similar thing, but these 2 hearts down here are completely separated from these. So you will lose these first. However, and I really should have given myself some hardening potions, those will regenerate automatically every 30 seconds. I'm just going to go into creative for a second, get some damage potions if I can find them. Right, so I've got a few here. I'll just throw them on the floor. I'm back into survival, and so actually I'm going to go back into creative for a second and put the intensifier for these up to 4, and then that'll give me an extra 5 hearts just to better demonstrate the effect. And this one needs a bit more time, so let's go 70, and then back into survival. So if I activate this, I'm automatically going to regenerate these hearts. Not in the required time though. Whoops. Yeah. I didn't think this one through very well, did I? Let's get some healing potions. Night vision, harming, weakness, healing. It's now 2. There we go. So if we go S, there we go. So if I activate this, and I just hit myself with this healing potion, then if I go ahead and hit myself with this, then it will just take it from the boosted hearts. But with Absorption, if I then go and hit myself with this, it'll take away from the hearts down here and leave them as they are. If I hit myself with another one, it'll start going into the regular ones, and every 30 seconds this regenerates. So if I hit myself with another one and then wait until another 30 seconds has passed, then you'll see these will all fully reappear any moment now. Come on, there we go. So you can see there that they all regenerate nicely. So moving on, we have a couple of new game rules as well. First of all, natural regeneration. So if we activate this, we won't regenerate naturally. So if that was a bad time to use it, I need to wait for this to run out. If I set that to false, how long have I got this for? 7 seconds, right. So once they've gone, I can hit myself with one of these damage potions, and you'll see that I don't regenerate any natural health. This also affects the health boost, and I don't think it has any effect on absorption. And then daylight cycle, you can see here that if I were to change the render distance, and please just be kind with the frame rate. I think it might be something to do with the new launcher and stuff like that, but the frame rate isn't that great when on higher render distances and short for me. So you can see there the sun isn't moving at all. I've set it like that, but if I set that to false, then it will start to set. can see it is moving to the left right now. So that's how that works. If I just set that to, I don't need to be in survival for any more of this, so creative, and I just set that to false and activate it, then there we go, it's going to stay in place. So that could be very useful for map makers. So there's a few extra things added in that aren't, see there's the frame rate drop I was talking about, that aren't new blocks or items or anything like that. First off, creative search menu tooltips. This is whenever you have an item in here, it will tell you which tab you need to look in. So if I were to go into gold, then you'll see that we've got some items from food, we've got building blocks, materials, combat. No, I tried to exit the inventory and move to the right. So that can be useful for if you are looking for something and want to know where to find it easily again. Weapon, tool and potion information. So you can see here that we've got weapons with their attack damage. This is for a new attribute system which I think can be modified. So you can see that gold and wood items are exactly the same in every aspect. And then stone is better, iron, diamond. And then a diamond shovel, spade, or whatever you want to call it, is exactly the same as gold sword or wood sword. So there you go, it's kind of a diagonal, these are equal kind of thing. Except these are both the same, so these aren't equal, these are. As for potions, you can see here that swiftness, slowness, strength and weakness all have their attributes in kind of subtext. So you can see that 20% speed for regular potion, 40% speed for speed 2, same with the splash potions, minus 15% for both of these, 130% attack damage and 260% attack damage. So a strength 2 potion is significantly better than a strength 1. And then weakness as well is here, minus 0.5 attack damage, so you only deal half as much. The next thing is the spread players command. So if I go / spread players, I'll press enter, you can see the syntax here. So the X and Z coordinates are the center of the circle that you want players to be spread within. Spread distance is the minimum distance that two people will be away from each other. So if you have that number set to 7, there won't be any people that are less than 7, that are closer than 7 blocks away from each other. Max range is the furthest radius possible, so they won't go outside that area. So say you're doing a PvP area and you have a perfectly circular cylinder rising directly up from the ground. No one will be teleported outside of that if you set the max range to be the same as the radius. Respect teams? Wow. Respect teams, true or false. That basically means that if 2 people are in the same team, then they'll be teleported to pretty much the same location. And then player will be, at everyone who has 7 levels or whatever. So there's a few more things here. New golden apple recipe. This is how you craft a new golden apple. So this replaces the one with golden nuggets. The one with gold blocks is still present, but they do have new effects. So if I go back into survival, then you can see that if I eat this regular golden apple, I'll get some health boost as well. No, absorption rather, which will last 2 minutes on top of the regeneration. So yeah, it doesn't appear that absorption is affected by natural regeneration, I don't think. And then this golden apple will give you, again, 2 minutes of absorption. as well as the regeneration, resistance and fire resistance you would usually have. Got there in the end. So after that there is finally new resource packs. Now these replace texture packs, so instead of using those you will need to get resource packs for 1.6. So you can see here that the button has been changed. You can select resource packs. It will take you to a resource pack folder instead of texture packs. And what this allows people to do is incorporate new sounds and music into their texture packs, well, into their resource packs. It's going to be so difficult getting used to not seeing texture packs. Yeah, it'll allow people to add new sounds and music into their resource packs, and so you can have more than just a different look. You can have a different sound and a whole different feel for everything. Oh, and villagers make noise now. Yeah, go watch my last snapshot video for more on that. They're a bit annoyingly Squidward. So anyway, that's about it for Minecraft 1.6. If there's anything I've missed, I'll make sure to write it in the description. When 1.7 or 1.6.1 or 0.2 or whatever snapshots come out, then I will keep you... Whoop, sorry. I will keep... No, I want to get rid of that. Thank you. I will keep you informed. So to keep an eye out on the channel for that. There will be an update video regarding new series and stuff coming out on my own channel in the very near future, like in the next few days. And you can download this pre-release, the launcher for it, from Mojang.com, so check out the link in the description for that. And apart from that, I don't think there's anything else. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.